Hello, welcome back. So we're going to get right into talking about how we produce sperm and what happens during puberty and actually from puberty on. Okay. All right. So sperm's production starts at puberty and it continues until death. So every single day, males produce millions upon millions of sperm. Um, Sperm cells come from a primary stem cell called a spermatogonia, and the spermatogonia then divides into two cells. One is going to maintain that stem cell line. The other is going to undergo meiosis to produce the sperm cells. The hormone that stimulates sperm production is called follicle stimulating hormone, which you learned about in the endocrine system. So sperm are produced in those seminiferous tubules within the testes. And over here you can see the seminiferous tubules. Here are the spermatogonia that are within those seminiferous tubules. The spermatogonia then undergo meiosis, producing two identical cells. One is going to maintain that stem cell line, and the other is going to become the primary sperm or the primary sperm cell that will go through meiosis. So we always maintain that stem cell line, which is why males can produce sperm continuously. When males go through meiosis, then they go through two divisions. So you're going to have that initial stem cell here that's going to divide into two haploid stem cells. The two haploid stem cells will then undergo a second meiotic division, producing four haploid stem cells. And these are going to be called spermatids. So this is the end of spermatogenesis. And now we're going to move into what we call, or I guess spermatogenesis covers the whole thing. This is the end of meiosis. And now we're going to move into what we call spermiogenesis. So this occurs starting in that root testis and in the epididymis. We go through spermiogenesis. In spermiogenesis, we are going to produce that flagella tail. We're going to produce the acrosomal cap. And so the acrosomal cap surrounds the nucleus. And then we have this mid piece where we have all the mitochondria formed. So each division of a spermatogonium is going to produce a type A daughter cell, which maintains that stem cell line, and a type B daughter cell, which becomes the primary spermatocyte and undergoes meiosis. So in meiosis, we have the interphase, which occurs in mitosis as well, where we double the number of DNA. So we basically replicate all of the DNA, and the sister chromatids are attached at that centromere. And then we go through two divisions. So we divide first, we separate the homologs. So we have the male or the dad chromosome and the mom chromosome are separated. And then we go through a second division where the sister chromatids are separated. And so we end up producing four haploid daughter cells. And each of those haploid daughter cells is going to be different from each other. Oh, darn it, sorry. So gametes are going to have only 23 chromosomes, whereas the diploid somatic body cells have 46 chromosomes. So 23 is called our haploid number. So it has 1/2 of the genetic information. So we do this because then we take the sperm and we take the egg, which each have only 23 chromosomes, and we create a zygote, which has the 46 chromosomes needed for a human. So here's that egg, here's that sperm. They come together through fertilization, producing the human. And now here you have a male and a female, both undergoing meiosis. And if they copulate, then we will have another zygote. So spermatogenesis takes the spermatid that is produced during meiosis and produces it, or produces that tail, the acrosomal cap, the mid piece. So it basically takes everything that was in the spermatid and makes it into a structure that can actually move. This process takes approximately 70 days. And this occurs in that epididymis of the duct system. And so here is what is being produced. So we take that the spermatid, which is basically just the nucleus. We add this acrosomal cap headpiece. We add this mid piece, which contains all the mitochondria needed for energy production. And then this tail, which is the flagella, which allows for motility. So this occurs due to follicle stimulating hormone, but follicle stimulating hormone isn't the only hormone produced that stimulates the testes. Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone are both produced, start being produced at puberty, and they stimulate the testes. So follicle stimulating hormone stimulates sperm production. Luteinizing hormone stimulates testosterone production. Testosterone production is important for producing those secondary sexual characteristics and also for controlling spermatogenesis. So testosterone stimulates the reproductive organ development, sex drive in males, secondary sexual characteristics such as, I've mentioned these before, the wider shoulders, deeper voice, hair growth. And so let's look at how all of this occurs. So at puberty, the hypothalamus starts releasing the gonadotropic releasing hormones. The hypothalamus is the controller of the endocrine system. It stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete its gonadotropic hormones, which are your follicle stimulating hormone and your luteinizing hormone. So follicle stimulating and luteinizing hormone are released. These are going to act on, in the male, on the testes. Follicle stimulating hormone acts on the seminiferous tubules to produce sperm. The luteinizing hormone stimulates interstitial cells, which are surrounding the seminiferous tubules, and these secrete testosterone. Testosterone is needed for the for spermatogenesis to really get activated. Okay. Increased levels of testosterone then stimulate the hypothalamus to stop releasing hormones. So the more testosterone in the system, the less follicle stimulating and luteinizing hormone we need, because we're producing everything. As follicle stimulating and luteinizing hormone decrease, then we slow down in sperm production and we slow down in testosterone release, which will then cause gonadotropic releasing hormone to be released again. So this is a negative feedback, but it's a continuous feedback mechanism. So at this point, you should be able to tell me when sperm start being produced, how many sperm are produced daily, roughly. I mean, obviously we don't know the exact number, but millions upon millions. So when does sperm production cease? What are the stem cells that undergo meiosis? How many chromosomes are found in a gamete? What is spermiogenesis? How long does spermatogenesis take, the entire process? And what hormones stimulate puberty in males? I'm going to stop here. It's a shorter video. Last video was longer. And we'll get into the female reproductive system. Bye.